Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Malinga, sister of Urban Harvest Organic Farm. For all of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, I am so grateful. And for those who are still new, please kindly consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell so that you never miss out any upload. Share this video, comment in the comment section down below, and I'll be so grateful. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and I'll be smiling. Today, I want us to address one serious problem that most farmers are facing. And actually, I am getting so many of these messages in the comment section, and then also in my WhatsApp, because currently I shared with you the WhatsApp number whereby you can chat with me, and actually some of you are even calling me. But please kindly, you can send me messages. I will always reply. But if I take also like 2, 3, 4 days without replying, just know I have so many messages coming in. So there's this one common message that most of you are sending me, that my birds are not performing well, and yet I've used all your herbal remedies. Or my birds I have a lot of flu, a lot of cough, maybe has whitish diarrhea, and yet I've used all your herbal remedies. Guys, please, today I want us to know or to learn how best you can use these herbal remedies to cure your chicken diseases. The first and foremost is you must always identify these sick birds early enough, okay? And the only way you can identify these birds is during the time when you're feeding the birds. If you see those birds that are so dormant, that are not running to feed, that are not drinking, that are busy hiding in the corners, go and check that bird. Probably it could be having any problem. So once you see that it has a problem, endeavor to isolate that bird, okay? Make sure that you get those birds that are very sick, put them aside or in another chicken house or in the sick bay, and give them special treatment, okay? Whereas you also treat the ones that are still okay. And when you mix these herbal remedies, please try to get a syringe or a cup and feed these birds forcefully with this herbal concoction. That is the only way those birds are going to be okay. But if you get so relaxed and you don't do this, remember, they will not be able to drink by themselves. They will not be feeding. At the end of it all, you're going to end up losing so many birds. And then also another thing, that once you have decided to use the herbal remedies, please do not mix with the modern medicine, okay? Me, I do not mix at all, and that is why I have been able to address a particular disease, cure it very well with my herbal remedies. And that is how I always come and share with you these herbal remedies. So for you who is using this other one, using also this other one, you will not really understand where the problem is coming from, which medicine is helping you, okay? You will not understand whether it is the modern medicine helping or the herbal concoctions which is helping. That is why some of you are saying, I have used the herbal remedies and they are not working. And when I say let us give the medicines for 5 consecutive days, please use it for 5 consecutive days. If I say 7 consecutive days, please let us use it for 7 consecutive days. But mostly when the birds are sick or they are hit by maybe an outbreak, you have to give them at least for 7 consecutive days, morning and evening, throughout the day, night, morning, noontime. You have to give them this herbal remedies. So that is where so many of you are missing it out. And then also, I've already said that please let us try to be consistent in using the herbal remedies. Let us try to use the herbal remedies as early as possible before this bird's getting sick, okay? Because that is what I normally do here. I give these birds the herbal remedies almost every day, okay? These are just like supplements to these birds. And if you've decided you'll give them weekly, please give them weekly. You can give them also monthly, but please let us be consistent with using the herbal remedies. And then also for us to protect these birds from these chicken diseases, make sure that you don't overcrowd the chicken house. Make sure that there is proper aeration in your chicken house. Make sure that there is biosecurity. Biosecurity is very important, guys. Our farm is not where everyone should enter inside, especially the chicken house. People should not keep entering inside, getting out at their own free will. Please, that should not happen. Okay, that is the only way we are going to avoid all these chicken diseases. And then also let us make sure that we we clean the chicken house. Make sure you don't keep the litter for so long. Now, yesterday someone sent me a WhatsApp message, said the birds are not laying well, but the first batch, the first flock are performing well, but the second one are not performing well. And yet this person has been doing the same things. But honestly, there must be something you're not doing right. Either those birds are overcrowded, either they are not being fed well, either they are not giving the right feeds or enough feeds, or drinking water is never there in the chicken house, or there's no good aeration in the chicken house. Please let us follow these guidelines. That is the only way we are going to enjoy poultry farming. And then also, if you're going to use the powder herbs, I always encourage us to use the fresh ones. If you're going to use the powdered ones, make sure that you've been the one who has really worked on it when it is fresh, dried it and grinded it. But if you're going to purchase it from somewhere, make sure that you purchase it from people that are authentic, people that you trust, because most of these powdered herbs, sometimes they mix it with other things. You'll find that a mango leaf is being mixed with other powders so that it can add on the volume. You will find that the moringa that they have sold to you, it is not real moringa. Probably they have mixed it with other leaves just because maybe it was not enough, so they want to add on the volume or the amount. So please, let us try and endeavor to use the fresh leaves, because the powdered ones, honestly, I do not trust the powdered one unless when you are the one who has made it by yourself. So please, these herbal remedies really work. Now, like currently, I am still deworming the birds, and today is our day 2 of deworming the birds. And remember, we are also treating the chronic respiratory diseases. And actually, today is going to be my last day. And I have this the green vegetable that I bought from the market. So please, let us always endeavor to do all these things for our birds. In that way, we shall get good results. Remember, my birds are already old. They have now laid for over 71 weeks, but still they are performing well, and I'm still getting something out of this birds. This is all the beauty of this herbal remedies and following some of the poultry guidelines. So now let us go and mix our feeds, because it's already time for feeding the birds, and then later we shall come and prepare the green vegetables and give to the birds. See you right back. So guys, we are going to mix the charcoal with our feeds. I remember yesterday I gave you the measurements very well. And yesterday actually I also showed you how I normally grind my charcoal. For those who do not have the machine, I normally pound it just the way I demonstrated yesterday. And we said that in 100 kilograms of feeds, you're going to get 10 to 20 kilograms of this charcoal, and you'll mix it with the feeds, okay? Depending on how those birds are so sick. Even if your birds have diarrhea, even if they have coccidiosis, or you're going to deworm the birds, you will use charcoal. And this charcoal, you can even mix it with ginger. At the same time, when you're mixing it with the feeds, you can give them ginger in the drinking water, or you can give them garlic, or you can even give them the aloe vera in the drinking water. But in this case, since we are treating the chronic respiratory diseases, those are the concoctions we are giving to the birds. And please, if your birds have cough, flu, any kind of respiratory disease, we are going to give that same treatment. So that is what we are going to do. And in 1 kilogram of feeds, remember, you will give between 10 to 20 grams of this charcoal powder. So let us start this right away, mixing it. And you're supposed to do this at least for 3 to 5 consecutive days. Okay? Guys, this remedy is so effective. That is why most of you voted us to use the charcoal. First of all, it is readily available, and then secondly, it also works very fast. At least most of you have tried it and you have seen the benefits. That is why most of you in the comment section last time when I gave you the opportunity to vote which one are we supposed to use, all of you were recommending using charcoal. Okay? But you can also do this during the time of mixing your feeds. Some of you have the feed mixture. You can just pour all everything together and use the feed mixture for mixing the feeds. And for those who have the pellet machine, you can still do like this and you pellet everything. Guys, poultry farming needs a lot of commitment. You have to be committed and determined. That is the only way you can succeed in this project. Does not need laziness. It's not a project of lazy people, eh? So this one is already well mixed. Okay. It's also this one. So let's take this to the farm. So guys, after feeding our birds, we are going to feed them with the cabbages. We now all know cabbages and its benefits. If you don't have the cocoyam leaves, if you don't have the amaranthus, if you don't have the kale, you can always get cabbages, hang inside the chicken house, or you can chop it the way I normally do it, and you give to the birds. And this should also be done especially when you're doing treatment in your farm. So I'm going to give them this. And this should be given always in the afternoon. Actually, I'm a bit late because it's already coming to 4 p.m. in the afternoon. But it has been raining. Immediately after finishing feeding them, started raining. Today I forgot to bring the chopping board. And you can give it to all types of birds, broilers, ducks, croilers. You can plant this for those who have enough piece of land, or you can even buy them. Now me, I normally buy it from Kalere Market. You just go there early morning, you find when they are selling it cheaply. Some of you might think this is very expensive, but take a look at giving your birds these green vegetables, and you get like 2 more trays of eggs, and yet you have even spent less than 5,000 Ugandan shillings in buying them. I don't know which one is which. So I prefer getting an extra 2 trays of eggs than not buying these green vegetables. So let's go to the farm. today, that is all I had for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for always coming back. Thank you so much for loving me. But if you're still new, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell so that you never miss out any upload. Share this video, comment in the comment section down below, and I'll be so grateful. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and I'll be smiling. See you next time. I love you all. Bye bye.